Hi, my name's Eskay. I'm a rapper, producer, and DJ, and this is VFILES Academy. I think the first thing that people really knew me for, producing a lot of shit for like Soulja Boy and like Chief Keef, and I basically produced like all of like Soulja Boy's like biggest songs last year, well, underground songs. The best way to start off, and I'm gonna speak for everybody, like producers, DJs, rappers, and whoever, is get yourself out there and just do as much work as you can, even if it's not paid, because a lot of people aren't going to pay for something that they don't even know what it is. I started out like that. I had like 15, 20 placements circulating, and then I linked with a big instrumental site, hipstrumentals.com, and I would send them my beats, and they would post them. Make yourself creatively available, because when you make yourself creatively available and open to a lot of things, other than producing, you start to have, you put yourself in situations that you wouldn't have been in if you were just a producer. For example, like when VFILES hit me up to do the Def Jam competition, I was like, I don't even DJ, but fuck it. I called my friend over and we had this little MPD. We went to Webster Hall and DJ'd. I went back home after, and then I took it serious. One thing you don't want to do when you start out as a producer is try to get paid for everything, because not all celebrities are going to pay for your beats. It's better to be broke with a name than be broke and be nobody. As a producer, when you start out, I feel like you should make as many beats as you can, even if they all suck. Like, try to like cap yourself to like 5 or 10 beats a day at least. Even if they all sound different, even if you copy somebody else's style, like at least get your brain like making 10 beats a day. The way I really started producing for a lot of people is like I would have a huge selection to choose from. I'd have literally like 100 beats to choose from, so I can send out as much as I wanted to. You won't really have a sound until you place at least 3 songs. For example, if you produce a song for somebody, the sound of that song will be your sound. People will know you for mystical shake that ass or some shit. People are like, okay, I want a beat like that, and that's what people will be coming to you for. And before you know it, you'll be in that same FLP or Reason project file or whatever you use to make beats, changing shit in that project file and bouncing shit out that sounds just like that. And you'll notice a lot of producers have songs that sound the same that they produced, because that's what they do. They go back in the project file, they just move a couple things, then they send it out. Not everybody should, but you should learn how to DJ. A lot of producers don't have the you know what I mean, the light that rappers do. But when you're a DJ and a producer, you'll have that style side to you, where you can go to parties and like mingle and shit and like do sets. And that's what I did after I did VFILES. When VFILES came and told me to do the Webster Hall shit, I noticed, I'm like, yo, this is fucking cool. Like, I like coming out here and DJing sets. You go to the Guitar Center and buy a fucking DDJ. Doesn't have to be fucking expensive. Just go DJ a couple parties around your neighborhood or some shit. The best way to start your portfolio is once you start getting your SoundCloud right, which when I had my SoundCloud, I had like over like 150 like things on it, whether it be beats or like remixes or songs of mine or songs I produced. I started cutting it down. Once I started cutting that down, my portfolio started to just look like me. Make sure you're not doing quantity over quality. One way I really set myself apart was I grabbed an 808 and I just tweaked it a little bit, so you can't find my 808 in a kit. Also with melodies and also style. Just gotta make yourself look different than other people, and carry yourself different, talk different than other people, but also make it yours. Don't like force it. When you are an artist or a producer, no matter where you're at, you gotta have the essentials. You gotta have, if you're a rapper, you need a mic. Even if you're a producer, I would go out and buy a mic. I would go and get Pro Tools or Adobe Audition or something. I'd have a mixer, and I'd have monitors. 4 things you need. Oh, and a laptop. That's 5 things. Well, that should be fucking obvious, because you can't fucking record without that. So when you're out of town, like when I'm in New York, when I'm doing VFILES events, when I'm doing parties even, or even if I'm just out there to chill, I have all those with me, because you don't know who you're gonna meet up with, ever. People, when you have beats and shit, and you meet up with people in the city, what if they heard a beat on your phone and they're just like, oh shit, this is fucking sick. I want to record this. I think I'm going to record it when I get back home. It's like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'll have a studio in my hotel. They're going to be like, what the fuck? You have a studio in your hotel? I'll be like, yeah, let's go record. That's why I keep everything. When you're at home, this goes to all rappers too. Have a studio at your house. I don't care if it's a fucking Logitech mic. You need something at your house so you can record. I don't get how people don't have setups at their house, even if it's something cheap. I've had a setup at my house since I was like 15. You need something at your house because you need to create at all times. And you wake up and you walk out of your room, there needs to be a studio right there. I don't get how people are in the club as much as they are when they're celebrities. Like when I get to where I need to be, I'm not leaving the studio, ever. Because that's all I need to be. That's where you need to be. That's where you work. You need to fucking create. Like I can't fathom why people aren't in the studio all the time. Obviously I'm not where I want to be right now. 100%. Like I'm going to be a lot bigger than I am today, but a lot of what I'm saying is it's based off real experiences that took me to where I am today. It's a lot of frustration. Sometimes you feel like you don't even want to do this anymore, especially when you reach 21. It's like, fuck, nothing's popping off. Like I should just fucking go back to school, but you just have to know, do you want to be... No, the perfect way I put it, I told somebody that the other day. I was like, do you want to be a bum at 35? Like, risk being a bum at 35, or be rich as fuck? Or do you want to be in the middle? That's a serious question. And if you can answer that question, you're ready to take risks. Thank you, VFILES, for all the opportunities you've gave me that I probably wouldn't have without you guys. I will never forget anything you guys have done for me, no matter where I'm at. And whoever this helped, I wish you the best of luck, to any DJs, producers, or rappers. There's always hope. Music will never die. There will always be a market for people. The market is always changing, and there's always room for everybody. I promise you. Bye.